So the first one is decrease cost. The proxy for that as an operations metric is average cost per hour. The way we calculate average cost per hour is we take payroll, again, for any time period or any slice of the business, whether it's an individual or a team, and we load that up. So it's the total kind of compensation, including benefits and all those kind of things. And we divide that by capacity. And capacity is described as all of the time that that person has available. We're not stripping out holidays, vacation time, paid time off, anything like that. And that gives us an average cost per hour. And so what we want to start paying attention to is, what is our average cost per hour and how does it differ across different areas of the business? Are there types of work where really senior expensive people have to do most of the heavy lifting? Are there other types of work where they don't have to do much and far less expensive people are able to do the majority of that work? And the way we use average cost per hour to ultimately lower our delivery costs is we try to look at these areas of the business and say, how do we get less expensive people doing a higher share of the work? If we use freelancers and contractors, we're going to feel that impact on our bottom line very quickly because there's very little latency with freelancers and contractors between lowering the cost of them and then incurring that cost. If we have a salaried team, that will play out over a longer time horizon. But the idea is, as you grow the business, the composition of your team doesn't have to be so top heavy, so senior heavy. You can start to have lower cost people coming in to fill that additional capacity. And in aggregate, your delivery costs will start to shrink relative to the growth in your agency gross income. So that's the first major strategy. Now, the way to do that at a high level, lower the judgment required to do work. And you lower the judgment required by making it more clear, having better process, et cetera. That allows you to hire less experienced people. Less experienced people typically are going to correlate to a lower cost. So at a high level, that's what it's about. And so it's SOPs, it's documentation, it's training, it's technology, right? All of those things, to your point, allow us to move a larger share of the work to people that are going to cost less because they don't have quite as much experience. Or, we can start looking at offshoring. There's lots of different ways that we can leverage the lower amount of judgment required. And ultimately, to your point, that means that senior people can focus on higher leverage things.